Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. So today's video is a little bit different. We're going to be doing like a podcast style video, reading
Reddit's just asking if they're the asshole or not.
right. So if you are new here, welcome. Thank you guys so much. If you are returning, welcome back. If you have not done so yet, please take a moment to go ahead and subscribe. It's your girl Chic again.
Your boy D.
And let's go ahead and get into this video. So I'm going to read what we have, and I'm also going to post it on the screen so you guys can read along with me.
Let's get it.
Okay, so you want to do this one first?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So, am I the asshole for not wanting my fiance to make a birthday cake for his sister because it's my birthday too? Right? My 36 fiance, 39, I'll call him Dave for this post, can make really good detailed cakes. It's not a business, but sometimes it's something he enjoys doing. We've been together for 3 years. Dave's sister died close to 10 years ago. Before we met, coincidentally, me and his sister have the same birthday. Every year, Dave makes an extravagant cake and sings happy birthday to his sister. I want to make it clear I don't have a problem with this. Sorry, the phone is vibrating. I don't have a problem with this if it was on another day. The day before, the day after, whenever. But my family always made a big deal of birthdays, and he knows I enjoy celebrating and having my day. I know sometimes, or some people think you can be too old for birthdays, and that's their opinion, but not mine. So my birthday is next week. I asked Dave if he could do his sister's celebration on a different day. He said no, he's going to make the cake and do the routine he does every year.
As he should.
I said, I get that, but this is my birthday and I'm actually here right now, and how many more years he's going to continue doing this? He got mad at me and replied that I'm being disrespectful at this point. I got a bit upset and told him he's not being fair to me. Me and Dave agree on and get along well usually, and this feels like a bit of a stupid thing to get upset about. But now it's blown up, so am I the asshole?
Dave, or whatever your real name is, you need to run. It's a red flag. How she jealous of somebody that's dead? That's all I'm gonna say. First thing I'm gonna say, actually. She's jealous of somebody that's dead. And you're making a cake for her. It's a celebration. Like it's a sore subject for you. You lost your sibling, and your way of remembering this person is by making a cake. It's not like you're throwing a big extravagant party every year. He's making a cake. So I don't understand what the issue is. Like he can make the cake and still celebrate her birthday. Am I wrong? Or
So I do agree. I do feel like she is the asshole in this scenario. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my birthday myself. I share a birthday with my cousin, and our birthday is on the same day. She's the only person, well, two cousins actually, but they're the only person that I share a birthday with, and they're both from my father's side of the family, right? This year, my mother's family wanted to have a family reunion on my birthday. There's nobody in that family who shares the same birthday with me, although there are plenty of people whose birthday falls within that month. I got upset because I felt like that was my day and my birthday, and why did they have to do a family reunion on my birthday? And on top of that, they wanted to celebrate everybody's birthday who was in June with me, and I didn't want to do that, right?
that's different though.
But that's different. That's what I was going to say. That's different. That's something that he does and he's been doing before they got together, is celebrating his sister. That's something that he's doing as a celebration just so he can feel closer with his sister. That's just something he's
So
doing.
he remembers her.
Yeah, he's just trying to keep her memory alive. He's just trying to celebrate her life and what he remembered her life to be. And I don't think that he's wrong for doing that. I feel like she's wrong for doing that. If he's gonna celebrate the sister's birthday who passed away, He can do it at any point during the day because it was still her day she was born.
He's just making a cake. It's not like he can still celebrate her birthday. He's just making a cake.
Yeah, he's just making a cake for that. So yeah, in this situation, girl, hang it up because you the asshole. I'm sorry. Right? We agree?
We definitely, if I was Dave, we wouldn't be engaged anymore.
Right,
because that's a red flag.
What I didn't like is at the end, she goes, "How long is he gonna keep this up?"
I didn't like that, and I didn't like the fact like she kind of rubbed it in his face, like, "Well, I'm here," and she's not. So then you're basically throwing a shot that his sister's dead. Like, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah. Whew. That one was a lot.
You better run, Dave.
Okay, so we're gonna go on to the next one.
You want me to read it?
So the next one, yes, we have two more. Well, this one and another one. So this one is titled.
Bear with me. This is some small writing, and as you see, I wear glasses. All right. This one is titled, "Am I the asshole for keeping my engagement ring after a divorce?" I, 35 female, was married to my ex-husband, 36, for 10 years. We divorced 3 years ago. We have a son together who's 5. Our divorce wasn't messy, no one cheated, and we agreed on everything when we divorced. We co-parent our son, and he is an active father. In the divorce, it was written that I would keep my engagement ring. It was a family heirloom from my ex-husband's family, and would one day give it to our son. My ex-husband has a new girlfriend. I really like her, and so does my son. I invite them both over for all the events involving our son and holidays. They just had a baby girl together. I'm very excited for them both, and and my son is excited to have a sister. My ex-husband sat me down and asked me to give him the ring so that he could pass it down to his daughter since it's an heirloom, and that way would stay in his family forever. I reminded him the ring is specifically in our divorce agreement and belongs to our son. He suggested we change that, and he passed down something different. I said no, and I've been getting nonstop calls and texts from him about how unfair it is because at the time he didn't also have a daughter. Am I the asshole? I'll let you go first.
I don't think she's the asshole in this scenario. However, I do feel like the ex-husband is an asshole. First of all, they both share the son, so the son is his son, and when his son gets married and pass on the ring to his wife or his partner, that person is going to join their family. So once that person is integrated into that family, technically the ring is still within that family. And once they have kids, if their son decides to do so, he'll pass it on to his kids, which in turns will be the husband, or ex-husband, grandchild. I don't feel like he should take the ring from his son and give it to his daughter. Why do my son mean less? Or what makes you think your daughter is going to want that ring? Or, you know what I mean?
Who's to say that the person that the daughter marries wants to give
her that ring? Right.
And not only that, what if it's not? It still might not stay in the family, because what if that daughter only has sons and then gives it to the son to give to his wife? It's the same thing as if you gave it to your son. It doesn't change. So, yes, he's an asshole. He's an asshole.
You're the asshole, Bob.
Bob's an asshole.
Even though I don't think that's his name, but even if it is his name, you are the asshole. You harassing her, it's hers. Whatever's in a divorce agreement at this point, y'all been divorced for several years at this point, let it go, brother.
One thing I've always been told is pick and choose your battles. It's already in a divorce agreement, so she gets to keep it. That's a battle that you should just let go, bro. Like, your son is going to get it. He's going to give it to his wife. Since it's an engagement ring, he's going to give it to his wife. Now, if they break up, he can ask for it back because it's an heirloom, but he can put all of that in writing. You can the ex-husband can let the son know, hey, this is very important. I would like to keep it in the family, so if you guys don't work out, just make sure you have it where you get it back. It's things you can do to keep it in the family if that didn't work out.
Yep. But to sum it all up, You're not the asshole, he is. So we are on our last Am I the Asshole? This one is titled, For Not Helping Babysit My Nieces and Nephew. Bit of a backstory. I'm 36 years old, female, and I have quite a few minor health issues that require doctor's appointments often. My younger sister, 25, we'll call her Mary, is married with 3 kids. 6-year-old boy, 3-year-old daughter, and 2-year-old daughter. Her husband is 30 and is about to be kicked out of the military in a little over 2 months. Mary works at a local pizza shop to help supplement some income. On my way back from a doctor's appointment, I received a call from Mary. She was asking if I'd reconsider being their nanny so she could get a full-time job because they can't afford childcare. When I explained that it would be very difficult because of my appointments, all I got was, I was afraid you'll say that. We hung up and I didn't hear anything else about it. A few hours later, I got a text. Hold on, sorry guys. I went out of it. Okay. That's the birthday cake. A few hours later, I got a text and a group message with my mom, Mary, and I. We need to discuss childcare. I talked to both of you separately, but we need to figure something out. I have to get a job or we risk losing our house. I haven't responded because I'm already knowing I will end up saying something I'll regret. My instant first thought was, why is it up to my mom and I? They're your kids. I already know my mom refused because she cares for my grandmother. Am I the asshole for not wanting to become her nanny? Am I also bad for instantly having that thought I did?
So let's start this off with, first thing I'm going to say, being as we have kids, it does take a village to raise children, but at the end of the day, we know that those are our kids. So we can't expect anybody, or at least I feel this way, I'm pretty sure Sheik does too. We can't expect anyone to watch our kids. That's not their job. We have these kids. We can't expect anyone to come up with plans for our kids. That's not their jobs. So I don't think she's an asshole because she doesn't want to be there. First of all, that's a really, really sore subject right there because you're the nanny for your sister. So like business with family, I don't like that.
I don't think that. No, I have to disagree with you there. Well, first of all, sometimes it can be frustrating when you want to go somewhere or do something and you don't have childcare, but that's something that you have to kind of self-reflect and make those decisions with your partner about. You can't get pissed off that nobody want to watch your kids. We've been in situations where we've done bent over backwards for people's children, and we can't ask those same people for help, right? So I understand her saying, those are your kids, you need to figure it out. Some people feel like they don't have to figure it out. Some people feel like, well, if I have a mother, if I have a sister or a brother or a cousin and they got kids and I bring an additional kid to this party or, meaning household, that it's okay for me to do so. And I have to disagree because, yeah, I do have 3 kids, right? I have 3 kids. I know how to deal with my 3 kids. When you add an additional person or 2 or 3 or 4, and those are new personality traits that I'm not used to dealing with on a regular basis, now I have to alter my day to accommodate you. Sometimes I don't have an issue with watching nobody's kids at all. I'll help any way I can, but to have to be a nanny for somebody and do it all day, commitment. Every day,
it's a difference to watch somebody. Like if somebody calls you, hey, can you watch little Leroy for me for so I can go to the movies? That's different.
That's
for
different.
You to have a job, and not to mention she's already mentioned that she has health problems. So what if she has an appointment? You're gonna want her to say, well, I gotta go to work, so can you move your appointment? No, nobody. Your health comes before, and I want everybody that is one of our subscribers, your health comes before everything, because you will not be here to help them.
I just feel like people need to grow up. They need to grow up and assume responsibilities for their own actions. You the one who busted wide open and got the 3 kids, so you got to figure out what's what. I mean, if you got to have little Johnny in the back and little Sarah, doing what she got to do.
we're not going to just skip by the part where she said that the husband got kicked out the military. She didn't say that he was done with it. He got kicked out.
Discharged. He got kicked out. So, brother, what are you doing?
What you do to get kicked out the military, bro? Like, that's what I want to know. Let's get into that. But besides that,
but like I said,
they got work at home jobs. Yep. There's so many. You can pay a babysitter. It sounds like the sister is trying to get some free babysitting.
Childcare. And I mean, I get it, right? So when my mother-in-law was alive and she was helping with the kids, I was super, super appreciative, because when she perished and she's no longer here and I don't have that support like I used to have when we were in New Jersey, I felt it, right? So to say that is to say I didn't expect anybody to drop what they were doing to accommodate me or to be my nanny. We worked our schedules out where you work nights, I work day, and then we just switch off the kids. There were plenty of times where he would be on his way to work and stop in the parking lot of my job and put the kids in a car seat, and by the time he had the kids strapped in the car seat, I'll be clocking out to drive them off to go do what else I needed to do, and he would be going to work and I'll be coming home. So there are options here. So if you had to get a full-time job, sis, you're going to have to go to do the overnight shift. I did overnight shift. As a parent,
you make it work. You find a way to make it work.
You find a way to make it work.
Does the husband not have a job now? That's another thing, because she's getting a job. So if you're getting a job, is the husband already working too? Because if he's just getting discharged, maybe he doesn't have a job. So you can get a job, and why can't the husband watch the kids? Am I right?
That's what I'm saying. That's the point that I'm making. Yeah. So even if you got kicked out of the Army, right? And I say, now I got to get a full-time job because them checks ain't rolling like they was rolling. And I'll be like, okay, well, we both going to get a job. So whatever fish bite first, if your fish bite first and they say, okay, we paying you X amount of dollars and you got to work 9 to 5. Okay, cool. So you got that. Go ahead, go do your 9 to 5. I'm going to have the kids, and then I'm going to look for something.
You're going to do the 7 to overnight.
Yep.
You work it out that way. That's how we did it. Look, I worked overnight for a while.
I worked overnight too, and let me tell you what happened at my overnight job. And if you watching this, you busted. I know what you did. This mother, boop. Yo, I was working overnight, and this was the first opportunity, the first overnight job I've had, and I was going in. I think it was like around 5:30,
and then you had the new baby.
I just had a baby. I was doing 5:30 to 2 a.m. in the morning. And I only took the job because she told me I had to do training in the office, and then once I was done training, I can go home. I can do the work from home. She lied to me. That never happened. It was an old bait and switch. So I was tired, waking up, every 2 to 3 hours after having a new baby. My coworker, it was only me and him there. He recorded me sleeping and then sent it to my boss. You a fucking bitch.
I think what made it work. I mean, you're not supposed to be sleeping at work, but I think what made it bad was he used to do it too.
He used to do it too.
That I'm gonna just record her.
And it wasn't like, oh, okay, let me get my blanket and stuff. I just dozed off. When I'm tired, it's KO. I'm gonna just knock out wherever I'm standing. You could have just been like, hey, you sleeping, and let me get back to my job. But you recorded me.
Asshole.
You're the asshole.
Am I the asshole for recording?
Yep. So I feel like, no, in this situation, we're not gonna drag it too long. But in this situation, I feel like she's not the asshole. You got the kids. You figure out what you do, what you got to do with it. Even if you, the sister, got to watch other people's kids because you got, you need a full-time job type of thing. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, that is gonna sum up this "Am I the Asshole" segment of our channel.
Let us know if you like this, because I really enjoyed it. I don't mind letting people know they're an asshole.
Right.
Because I'm keeping real. Sometimes I can be the asshole.
Yeah, right. Not only that, we have other segments that I told you that we're going to start implementing. So if you have not done so, go ahead and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.